Good morning. Welcome to Create with Shantae. I'm just outside getting grounded a little, enjoying the grass, um, letting my feet touch the dirt, just letting a little peace and centered come in. One thing I like to appreciate is the seasons. Appreciating about our planet, I like to appreciate the seasons. And we're just about coming into summer, which is my favorite. And at this time, everything is green and fresh. The flowers have come up. Sometimes before I work on art, I like to come out and get grounded. And honestly, sometimes before I do anything, I like to come out and get grounded. Just centering with the earth, letting myself feel one. Uh, and so it is. Hello, welcome to Create with Shantae. I thought it would be fun to have the canvas in front of you for this video. We can all watch the progress and just enjoy the chat. My name's Shantae. This is Create with Shantae. If you haven't been here before, we talk about how we're creating our realities. I share my stories and encourage others to send in stories as well. And I'm showing you this reference. Here's the photo reference that I'm using for this picture. I'm using this platform for talking about the way that the universe unfolds as I work on art and inspire other people to work on art. And it puts us in a great vibration and gets us grounded. I also went out and walked around barefoot before I started today just to be even more centered and connected. I already explained why we would be working on art, because it's enjoyable, because we're artists and it makes you feel grounded, even if you're not creating something that you want to make perfect, but you want to let that creativity flow through you and let it be about the experience. That's amazing too. Another thing on my mind is I was explaining what I talk about on my channel, and it's both manifestation and synchronicity. And they asked, why, what do those have to do with each other? Well, it's because it's an illusion. It's because we're living in an imaginary world. So when you see something that seems like it doesn't add up, when you see something that lets you know that you're in the illusion, that's every time that cracks it open a little bit more for me. I'm trying to manifest things inside a universe. Actually, I've been listening to an amazing book, The Busting Loose of the Money Game by Robert Scheinfeld. And I guess that's why I'm getting some of these ideas about. I'm so grateful that I want to collect synchronicities and expand my mind to know that it's not real. Consistently, week by week, remember that it's not real. It's even more important than the manifestation videos for me right now. I want to know, and this is what Robert Scheinfeld was saying, you don't have to try to manifest more stuff in your dream of the illusion, the hologram. What you want to do is notice that you're in a hologram. And that's how infinite abundance would really open up to you. If you do want to send your synchronicity stories to me, just send them to createwithshantae@gmail.com. And if you want to do like a voice message, that'd be fun. I can listen while I work. Or if you want to write it down, then I'll just read them. Because I know everybody's having these kinds of weird experiences, and we can all kind of put the pieces together and understand it better together. So now I'm just going to paint this little middle one. No. Actually, not bad. Already. Well, so somebody asked me why synchronicity with the manifestation. And I've been thinking about it, and it really has to do with my own faith. And maybe everybody else would get a little bit of. I think it's really going to help with our manifestation to understand that we're creating this reality and it's an illusion. That's why. At certain points, I'm even more interested in the manifestation, but lately I just keep adding up all these synchronicity stories. That's the content I always have, and I think I want to do this for like 30 years and then look back over these videos and just bust my own brain open every time I listen, because it's crazy that we are creating it. And so if this is your first time listening, I would explain it like maybe you're reading a book and then you look up and the person walking past is doing the thing that you were just reading in the book, or they're saying the thing that you were just reading in your book. Those kinds of things. So I'll go ahead and tell you my synchronicity for this week. Why not? I always go to a Monday mindset every Monday from another YouTuber, Roxy Talks Manifest Your Dreams. And this recent one, like last week, I didn't go. And so I had to listen to the replay the next day. And it was funny timing because I was at work and fixing some wood that I had done. And I had sanded it with the wrong kind of sandpaper and didn't like with a strong one. And then I forgot to go back over it with a finer one. And then I had stained it so we could see very well the how I had gone against the grain. And so while I was listening to the Monday Mindset for myself to hear it, the message, what they kept saying was, you're going against the grain and like look at the ways that you are. That was what the lesson for that day was. And the whole time I was listening to it, like an hour's worth, I was just there working for free, fixing my mistake because the day before I had gone against the grain. I've been thinking about maybe talking about some controversial things on my mind. Not too controversial, but how does manifestation work and what are the best techniques and ways? Somebody close to me in my life thinks that we need to not talk about things while we're trying to manifest them. He feels like it kind of disperses his power, or also he isn't comfortable with the way that when you tell somebody something and then if it doesn't work out, you kind of feel bad or dumb or you look worse. And so he finds better results when he doesn't tell people. So I think about that, and that's not really my beliefs. I've been studying all these things from Roxy Lee to Florence Scovel Shinn, Jesus, explaining you got to use your words to describe the reality that you're intending. But here's my caveat. I was thinking also about there's a paper that Jerry Hicks, if you've heard of Abraham, Esther, and Jerry Hicks, he really loved the same kinds of books as me about business and success. And he even wrote a paper, and his paper is called Don't Express Your Ideas Until They're Fully Fledged Out. And so I was thinking about that paper and the title because it's actually pretty good. Um, you don't want to explain your manifestation to your manifestations. See, everybody else is your mirror. You're going to talk to your mirror and explain something. And what good does that really do if you're not clear on it? So I think maybe that's the difference there is what Jerry was teaching me is what Jerry wrote in his paper. I mean, is just have it fleshed out. So here's the exciting part why um, I got a little signal for myself about this because I thought about it in the morning and maybe it was the day before, but I've been listening to Esther's stuff for years and heard most of it a lot of times. And the well, anyway, what happened? It was only like about 18 hours, not even 24 hours of me thinking about that paper. And then I found in my YouTube, it came up for me to listen to. because it just suggests a couple of teachers, and Esther Hicks is definitely one. And she has so many thousands of things though. And so for the one explanation to come up of all those videos, I feel heard again. And that's why I'm sharing these stories, why I'm recording them, because it feels good to feel heard. Thanks for watching Create with Shantae. See you next time.